realm. Bondage is none other than the notion of an object. This notion is Maya, ignorance, etc. It is the cataract that blinds one to the sun of truth. Here's an interesting definition of bondage. The notion of an object. Doesn't seem much, does it? But this is bondage, and it's a very profound definition, and perhaps if we understand this definition, we might actually be liberated from bondage. The notion of an object. In that definition, all the implications of our limitations become apparent. An object, this is bondage, identifying this as a computer mouse, seeing that as an object out there, independent of the awareness perceiving it, presupposing that there's something out there being perceived by a me here. There are so many assumptions being brought into play, particularly notions about perception. There's the object only, or there's me seeing the object, or there's simply seeing. Well, first of all, I have to stop seeing it as a computer mouse. I could see it in terms of its shape, its colour. I could stop thinking about it. I could be pure awareness here. Realizing that this is part of all that there is. And when I say I can be pure awareness here, it means I'm just becoming space. I'm space for this and everything else around it. That's all I am. I'm space for all this. And that is where the attention is. On the space for all of this that's going on. So, the notion of the object, we've gone beyond that into the field of experiencing. And that field of experiencing is no different from awareness. Because without awareness, there is no field of experiencing. So we can move beyond notions of an object. The object, the assumption that there's an object out there in an inert universe, and there's awareness here that is aware of stuff out there. That's what we have to get over. Ignorance raises a doubt. Doubt perceives. That perception is perverted. Ignorance raises a doubt. So, ignorance means not really knowing what's going on. And doubt perceives. So doubt is not having certainty and then looking for certainty. And once you start looking for certainty, you start looking outwards. You start getting caught up in perception. Doubt perceives. And that perception is perverted. It's perverted in the sense, perversion means turned around. So what's perverted is the attention being directed outwards to these notions of objects out there, rather than being turned back in on itself, back into awareness of itself. In darkness, when one approaches even a lion's empty cage, he is afraid. Even so, one ignorantly believes he is imprisoned in this empty body. We come up with notions of I and the world, and I being in a body. The notions of I and the world are but shadows, not truth. Such notions also create objects. These objects are neither true nor false. A mother who considers herself a housekeeper behaves like one. A wife who considers herself her husband's mother behaves like one for the time being. Quite a common state of affairs, I think. Therefore, Ram, abandon the notions of I and this, and remain established in the truth. So it's as simple as that. We don't need to be getting caught up in lots of esoteric and sublime and fascinating philosophies. We don't need to be getting caught up in paths to liberation. We don't need to be getting caught up in notions of bondage and liberation. You just have to take a look at your computer mouse and examine what's going on.